The race to build the best budget ANC earbuds is still going strong, and one of the brands that people have been asking to build one is Soundpeats. Today we're taking a look at Soundpeats' take on an ANC earbuds, and it's definitely a first. To be honest, we're all having super high hopes on this, so will these be any good? Welcome to a review of the Soundpeats T2. Hello, my name is Sean and welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, I do a lot of tech reviews as well as unboxing, and if that is something that interests you, do consider subscribing to this channel, leave a thumbs up on this video as well as share this video to all your friends around. And with that said, let's get on with a review of the Soundpeats T2. I've personally bought the Soundpeats T2 for my review purposes, and for an ANC earbuds, I'm surprised that Soundpeats is pricing them not any more expensive than some of their flagship earbuds. The T2 comes in at about 299 Malaysia ringgit, and that's about US 70, but do shop around as there will always be sales going on, and if you're interested in getting these earbuds, do check out some of my links in the description below and it'll definitely help out the channel a lot. The Soundpeats T2 is made with one goal in mind, and that is to offer customer a truly effective ANC experience without a lot of distractions from everything else. And I think they absolutely nailed that. From a design perspective, the T2 is very simple with a simple Soundpeats logo at the top, and at the back itself you get a Type-C charging port, and when you plug them in, it lights up the 3 LEDs in white in front to let you know that the earbuds are charging. And when you put the earbuds back into the case, the LED lights up in blue to give you a visual indication that the earbuds are charging and ready to go. The case is made of a simple matte black plastic case, very similar to what you get with the Halo cases that we've seen before, and when you pick up these earbuds, they actually have a little bit of heft to it, which is really nice. The lid opening action is also very smooth, and Soundpeats use a two-step hinge that simulates a clutch that holds the lid in place so that it doesn't slam shut on you. And inside, the earbuds are also super simple, no fancy functions or gimmicks here. All it is a simple earbuds, and the earbuds have the same matte black finish as the case, and at the touch sensor surface you get a nice Soundpeats logo in a gloss black finish and a small LED indicator at the bottom of the earbuds, which is not intrusive and does go away when you start playing any media. The earbuds themselves are a little bit on the larger side, so wearing them in your ears does stick out quite a bit, but for my ears they fit super snugly and I have no problems keeping them in. And the battery life of the T2 is also very good, and without ANC it gives you about 10 hours of playback time and 30 hours in total with the case. And even when you turn on ANC, it drops about 20% but still gives you a pretty respectable 8 hours of battery life and 24 hours with the case. The earbuds and the case takes about 2 hours to fully charge. Specs wise, the T2 is pretty respectable for a budget ANC earbuds. For starters, it comes with an Iroha AB1562A Bluetooth 5.2 chipset with support for both AAC and SBC audio codec. And from what I'm experiencing with the T2, I think this is a fantastic chipset. The T2 also comes supported with a super high IPX6 water resistant rating. And for an ANC earbuds, I think this is pretty amazing because most budget ANC earbuds are either not IP rated or comes with IPX4 or 5, so the T2 can definitely withstand sweating and even rain. The earbuds, like most Soundpeats, come with a super seamless mono and stereo mode, and this time there's no sensor to spoil that experience, so swapping earbuds in and out of your ears and putting back into the case is really nice. And lastly, there is no multi-point connectivity on these earbuds, so again you can connect them to multiple devices, just not at the same time. So ANC, the feature that we've been asking for so long from Soundpeats, is finally here. And let me tell you honestly, these are one of the best budget ANC performance I've tried. For something less than 100 US, the T2 is super solid. The T2 is almost on par with my AirPods Pro and Sony WF-1000XM3 when it comes to ANC performance, and I am shocked that they actually did it so well. There's one thing though that I noticed, and it's the wind noise performance. Although the ANC is superb with cutting low humming noises and even people chatting, you'll hear a tiny bit of wind buffering sound when you sit directly in front of a fan or use it in high wind places. It's honestly not that noticeable, but I just thought maybe I should put it out there so you know. The T2 also comes with an ambient mode, and it's quite an effective one, and I like how it gradually amplifies the environmental noise, not so much like an on and off experience, which is really nice. And it's the small thing like this that makes the budget earbuds feel a lot more premium than it is. So overall, I think the ANC on this is really good, and I would rate them to be about 75% effective. And compared to the competition, the Bose QC earbuds will cut out about 90% of ambient noise, the Sony and the AirPods Pro about 80%, whereas the Tronsmart Apollo Bolt and the Halo only does it at about 70%. So this is pretty nice. The T2 has a sound signature that I will say is very polished, and after so many iterations and so many earbuds from Soundpeats, and I think that to a certain extent Soundpeats already got it right. I think Soundpeats' sound signature can easily rival the premium brands out there, and for those who have tried these earbuds before, I'm sure you can attest to this. Bass on these earbuds are super solid and punchy, not the rumbling kind of bass, but hits you hard and solid with every bass kick, giving music an ultra nice experience, and especially when your songs have more bass emphasis. The sub bass on these are also really good. Clarity on these are also good. I totally have no complaints about it, but I do wish that it was just a little bit brighter, and with some songs I feel that the bass is about 5% ahead of the cymbals, so a little bit more brighter will be great. Soundstage doesn't feel all too wide on this, but does provide you with plenty of separation for your music and movies to sound super immersive. The T2 also comes packed with a 12mm dynamic driver, which is huge for an in-ear earbuds, and 12mm is typically what you get in AirPods style earbuds, and the T2 doesn't waste all that real estate and definitely produce some good awesome sound signature. And the T2 is an exceptional earbuds when it comes to call quality. It's loud, it's stable and clear, but I noticed that it does let a little bit more environmental noise through a little bit more, but fortunately it doesn't distort your voice all too bad. So for a budget ANC earbuds, these are pretty good. Anyways, let's take a listen to the call quality test of these earbuds. So this is a test to see if the Soundpeats T2 is a good earbud for making phone calls. So this is me speaking in a relatively quiet environment, and this is the call quality that you can expect. So what I'm going to do now is to turn on a simulated background noise so you can hear a difference. So now there's a simulated background noise playing in the background, and this is the call quality that you can expect from these earbuds. So what do you think of the call quality? Let me know in the comment section down below. Although this comes with a Bluetooth 5.2, I do notice a tad bit of latency when gaming. It's very minor but definitely noticeable. For everything else like videos on YouTube or Netflix, these work great with zero latency. Anyway, let's take a look at the latency performance of these earbuds. So this is a test to see whether or not these earphones actually have a latency problem. So what I'm going to do now is clap into the microphone and you should be able to tell. So here we go. And if you see the hands not synchronized with the sound, then you will know that these earphones actually have a latency problem. The T2 also comes with Soundpeats' legendary control schemes, and they work exceptionally well with one tiny flaw. To increase the volume, tap once on the right earbuds and it will slowly increase your volume, and to volume down, press once on the left earbuds and it will slowly volume down. To play or pause media or pick a phone call, tap twice on either side of the earbuds and it will play or pause your media, very straightforward. And to skip tracks forward, and yes, this is the only direction you can skip tracks, press and hold the right earbuds and it will skip your tracks forward. And there are no controls to skip your tracks backwards, so for that you might have to use your assistant. To call your assistant, triple tap on either side of the earbuds and it will pause your media and pull out your assistant. And lastly, to toggle between the different ANC mode, press and hold the left earbuds for about 2 seconds and it will toggle between ANC on, pass-through mode, as well as normal mode. So that's basically all of the controls you get with the Soundpeats T2. So all in all, I think Soundpeats did the right thing by not rushing into the ANC game, and the first ANC earbuds that they launched is simply amazing. And if you want an ANC earbuds with no fuss, no other gimmicks, and sounds good, and just does what it sets out to do, then honestly, I think the Soundpeats T2 is what you're looking for. So that is it for this review. If you find this video helpful, smash that thumbs up button, share this video everywhere, and if you haven't yet subscribed, do consider subscribing, and I'll see you in the next video.